If you grew up watching movies, playing video games, or reading manga, you know the ultimate debate: samurai versus ninja. On one side, the armored tank of feudal Japan, driven by an unyielding code of honor. On the other, the shadow warrior, a master of stealth, gadgets, and deception. But what happens when we strip away the Hollywood myths and look at the actual history? Today, we are breaking down their weapons, their training, their completely opposite philosophies. And finally, answering the ultimate question: who would win in a one-on-one fight? Hit that subscribe button, grab your katana, or your shuriken, and let's dive in. To understand these warriors, you have to understand their jobs. They were practically opposites. The samurai were the elite military nobility of Japan. Their entire existence was built around Bushido, the way of the warrior. Bushido preached loyalty unto death, courage, and above all, honor. To a samurai, how you fought was just as important as winning. You looked your enemy in the eye, stated your name, and fought face to face. The ninja, historically known as shinobi, did not care about honor. They cared about results. They were the spies, saboteurs, and assassins of feudal Japan. Their philosophy was ninjutsu, the art of perseverance and stealth. While a samurai would rather die than face the shame of a cowardly retreat, a ninja's primary goal was to complete the mission and survive, using any dirty trick necessary. In fact, many shinobi were actually lower-class citizens, though, plot twist, some were actually samurai, hired to do the dirty work their lords couldn't do publicly. When it comes to gear, the samurai was a walking fortress. They wore heavy but flexible armor made of iron, leather, and silk, designed to deflect arrows and sword strikes. Their primary weapon? Not actually the sword at first. Early samurai were mounted archers wielding the yumi, a massive asymmetrical bow. Later, they favored the naginata, a polearm, and of course, the legendary katana, a razor-sharp, curved blade designed to slice through flesh and bone in a single motion. Ninja, on the other hand, packed light. Forget the Hollywood black pajamas. Historically, they wore dark blue or peasant clothing to blend in. Their weapons were tools of utility. They used kunai for digging and climbing, shuriken, throwing stars, as distractions, and the kusarigama, a sickle on a chain, to trap swords and disarm opponents. They also relied heavily on explosives, smoke bombs, and poisons. To a ninja, everything was a weapon. Samurai training was rigorous, formal, and started in childhood. They studied martial arts, tactics, calligraphy, and poetry. They spent years perfecting their sword strokes and horseback archery in formal dojos. It was a lifestyle of extreme discipline. Ninja training was a matter of survival. Families in regions like Iga and Koga passed down secret techniques from generation to generation. They trained in infiltration, free climbing, swimming silently, making gunpowder, and psychology. A samurai learned how to win a duel. A ninja learned how to ensure the duel never happened in the first place. All right, the moment you've been waiting for. Who wins in a 1v1 fight? Well, it entirely depends on where and when. Scenario 1. High noon, open field. If they meet face-to-face in an open area, the samurai wins 99 times out of 100. The ninja's weapons are no match for the reach of a spear or the cutting power of a katana against unarmored cloth. The samurai's armor and superior dueling experience would absolutely crush the shinobi. But a ninja would never agree to that fight. Scenario 2. The dead of night, in a fortress. The samurai is sleeping or patrolling. The ninja uses stealth. He drops caltrops in the hallway, throws a blinding powder in the samurai's eyes, and strikes from the shadows with a poisoned blade. or simply poisons the samurai's tea before he even wakes up. In this scenario, the ninja wins flawlessly. So, who is the better warrior? The samurai was the ultimate combatant, a master of the battlefield. But the ninja was the ultimate survivor, a master of unconventional warfare. Which path would you choose? The honorable samurai or the cunning ninja? Let me know down in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the bell for more historical showdowns. See you next time!